talking to nobody. Saying thank you to just like fucking. So my name is Camila Rivero. I am the choreographer and director of the piece iORGAN. The piece started as a choreographic project during the fall of 2017, in which I choreographed a trio with 3 dancers where we explored the idea of the mind-body duality and how could we transcend that philosophical idea of the separation between the mind and the body. We chose different organs like the brain, the liver, and the lungs. And then what we did was we took the organ, we put it in a situation, and then the clash between, the I, the idea of the I, the self, of who the person is, and make the choice maker would like clash, and how would that like affect physicality in a way. Meaning if we will grab the brain and we will have this idea of compulsive thoughts, of rethinking and using all the time the brain, how will that affect the body? So we will go into muscles, for example. So the movement will be flexing all the time the muscles, right? So then that came about into a longer piece, which is called iORGAN, which is the one that you're gonna see later on. In this piece specifically, we expanded this idea, but we went into more of the idea of like how can we use this duality or clash in order to translate that and expand the range of the spectrum of physicality, right? So we have the brain, we have the lungs, we have the liver, we have the heart, and we have the uterus. I specifically do the uterus. So during the process of the uterus, I was thinking about this idea of cycles and how specifically it was a cycle of almost regeneration and death of like different things that happen in the body, or like release of emotions. And also after transcending this idea of mind-body duality, I came to the conclusion of like how my body could be a landscape instead of separating, we the humans, that the nature, and this idea of separation instead of us being together one thing. So also in the solo that I do at the end of the piece, I've not only explored this like idea of not the idea, the organ of the uterus and what is to consider myself a woman in society, but also the idea of my body being a landscape and how I can play with different textures in order to achieve different things. I think one of the hardest part of this process was getting myself into the rehearsal space, and not only just writing down and thinking and like, but also putting myself to move and do the things. Sometimes it's really hard to just like work with yourself because you can't watch. There's no sense of like perspective. That was one of the biggest things. But then I didn't know also like how much time it was gonna take to do this like unfolding of the solo that I just did. But I decided to like keep it simple and just have the basic elements and basically just be and show the body in a very subtle way, as I believe also like nature to be. Nature is just there, and we can appreciate it or not. We can have perspective and watch it, but also have it from in a really close view to see all the details. So those were the 2 things that I was thinking about while I was doing this. I think this is the first time I work with such a huge team in terms of dancers, performers, a film team, equipment, also media team, and designs. Because usually in lighting designer too, usually you have bodies and you have costumes. Also costumes, another thing, and you go and do it on stage. But then like preparing for the camera is like a totally different approach, which I still enjoy. And I believe that camera and bodies can in a way create also a visceral feeling, In a way, I'm very, very grateful that everybody joined the process and they were very willing to do the things that I asked for, not only from performers but also from the filmmakers and the designers of the team. they're really open, and I enjoy that it's like a more of a collaborative process that we can constantly talk about what are the possibilities, what are the options to make this thing happen. So yeah, I think this is, in a way, a big project that I'm very excited, and it means a lot to me because it's like a full reconnection with the body and an appreciation to it in different ways. So yeah, I hope that when you see it, you enjoy it, and if you don't, still let me know. I always like all type of feedbacks because we all come from different backgrounds, and you never know how you're gonna take things. So yeah, I'm just really grateful that I had the opportunity from the Wise Man, the support from my peers, and the faculty at Columbia to basically make this come to life. Yeah, and this is the beginning of a new era. I'm talking to nobody. Saying thank you to just like a fucking